Hello, Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Rafian Shah, and my student ID is 1225030124, and I'm from class 4C. And in this video, I will try to make a video how to translate the Indonesian language to English language. Check it out. Okay, first, I wanna tell and explain step by step to translating a text from Indonesian language to English language. So the first thing is you must understand the text. You must read carefully to understand its context, tone, and main ideas from the text. Next, you must choose the translation method. In this translation, I use a literal translation and transposition method. A literal translation is a metaphrase. This means you translate a word for word, achieving a text in a target language which is as correct as it is idiomatic. And what's the meaning of transpositions is involves moving from one grammatical category to another without altering the meaning of the text. This translation technique introduces a change a grammatical structure. And I think I use a deletion method also. So, first, I will read the search language. Dalam perjalanan hidupnya, seseorang seringkali dihadapkan pada berbagai pilihan yang menentukan arah dan tujuan hidup mereka. Oh yeah, I almost forget. If you want to translate, you must break down the text into several sentences because it will make you easier to translate the text. So I break down several sentences into the hidup mereka titik. So I translate in this first sentence I use a transposition method because in the search language kata hidup mereka it in the last sentence, but in my translate I put in the first sentence people must make decisions throughout their lives. It's mean perjalanan hidupnya that will ultimately decide the trajectory, the meaning of their life in the last sentence. So the next is keputusan yang diambil dapat membawa konsekuensi jangka panjang yang signifikan. In this sentence, I use a literal method that I translate this sentence word for word. It's like keputusan, translate the choices yang dibuat may have far-reaching effects in the future. So, in the next sentence, meskipun kadang-kadang sulit untuk memilih di antara berbagai opsi, penting untuk mempertimbangkan nilai-nilai dan tujuan pribadi. In this sentence, I use a literal method also. It's translate, even if it can be challenging to decide between several possibilities, it's crucial to take one's aims and values into account. Into account meaning that from tujuan pribadi is account in the translate. In the next we have terkadang Mengambil risiko adalah langkah yang diperlukan untuk mencapai impian. In this sentence, I use also literal method because I translate word for word. Next, impian. Namun tidak jarang juga kita harus mempertimbangkan dampaknya terhadap orang lain. I also use literal method in this sentence. But it's also normal to have to think about how it will affect to other people. In this last sentence, orang lain means other people. Next, final sentence is, selain itu, belajar dari pengalaman dan kesalahan adalah bagian penting dari proses pertumbuhan pribadi. In the sentence, I use transposition method, but in selain itu, I use furthermore. But in next sentence, I use transposition. One of the most crucial aspects of the process of personal development is learning from mistakes and experience. Mistakes and experience in the short language, it's placed in the first sentence. Belajar dari pengalaman dan kesalahan. But in my translate, I put that in last sentence. Okay, that's it. And the next steps is you must review your translations. After the text is translated, you must review the output for the accuracy and clarity, because the good translation is most natural, most accurate, and clarity. And then you must edit if it's necessary. If you notice any errors or awkward phrasing in the translation, I think you must edit them manually to improve the quality. And that's it, I think. Thank you. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.